Hey everybody, this is Muffin with the Daily Biker Podcast. Just here to let y'all know the opinions and ideas expressed in this show are those of the hosts and their guests, not to be confused with their partners and sponsors. Now, let's get it on.
Hey guys, this is Sean from the Bikes and Beards YouTube channel, and you guys are listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You're gonna love it.
But anyways, oh, I can't wait to get a haircut. Going Tuesday. It's been a long time. I think it's been a long time for you too, sir.
It has been a long time. I think 5 months. I haven't gotten a haircut in 5 months.
I need a haircut too. We all need haircuts.
Well, I need a beard trim too.
Yeah. Well, I shaved my beard like a month ago. Like, this is like just a month that I've been.
He shaved his beard yesterday before.
Yeah, I did actually shave my beard yesterday. It's grown back.
It's grown back already.
I don't know what happened. It's just here again. Tired of burning through razors.
Gillette is the best a man can get.
Jeez.
Now it sounds like we're doing ads. That is not a paid promotion.
No, they do not sponsor us.
I'll take free razor blades.
I have not
I'll
used
take free razors.
a razor.
Well, yeah, you go get yours professionally done.
Well, even then, why would I use a razor?
Oh, yeah, just a set of clippers.
Yeah, like on my head, I have like beard clippers. So like I'll hit the edges and trim my ears and trim my head and stuff every once in a while. But like when I do that, I just run no guard on the head.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd imagine so.
I mean, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Without having to use a razor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad.
So
I don't think I could do a shaved head.
I didn't think I could.
I couldn't picture you with a shaved head.
And then when I lost my hair, it was kind of one of those things.
You had to. It's fine.
But I am trimming the beard way back.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, not quite as short as yours.
Okay.
A little bit longer than yours, but I'm trimming it way back.
Which, shit, that's opposite. You're going into winter.
I know, right?
I know, but I'm just
Getting tired of it. Getting caught on things.
I am getting tired of like, putting on a helmet and the beard goes.
Yep.
Or just, anything like, sitting there eating and it's just.
Yep.
I don't have to wear a napkin because it's all in my beard.
Well, I told you, the last time when I had my beard, like my actual long beard a few months ago, I was working on the bike, it got caught, and I just, this is gone.
No, I like having facial hair.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of having longer. No, I'm not going to say long because there's lots of people with much longer.
Yeah.
So, but mine gets like super bushy.
Yeah.
Too. So.
Makes sense.
But anyways.
The Beard Hour.
The Beard Hour.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast where we talk about motorcycles.
Sometimes. On occasion.
Yeah.
My name is Marcus and I am your clueless leader. Today we're going to go on a learning journey. And I do have Daniel with me.
Hey there.
And I've got Miss Muffin.
Hey y'all.
We've got a couple things to talk about. The first topic of question is something that we're going to try and start. Can't promise you it'll make it into every episode. But we're gonna start trying to do this. It's gonna be a little bit easier for me to do it than it is Daniel to do it.
Yes.
But if Daniel gets opportunities, he will also be participating in this. But basically, I'm gonna start kind of going back to where we were before we did the podcast. I'm gonna be doing some bike demos.
Almost like reviews.
99% of the time, it's going to be a Harley-Davidson review.
Well, you do work at a Harley dealership, so that would be
makes
expected.
sense.
But the thing about it is like we talked about it the other day when I was on that bike. There are lots of these bikes that, maybe I've only drove through the parking lot.
Yeah.
Or I've drove on our test loop that's 7 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Where you learn so much. When we rode the bike night, it was probably additional 5 miles total to what the test loop was.
Yeah.
But I learned so much more because of getting on and getting off and
actually
stopping and
doing
riding to
something
my
as
house.
part of your daily routine.
Correct.
With,
with a different motorcycle.
Yeah.
So I guess when we do this type of stuff, the best thing would be is me say what I rode and then you kind of start asking questions about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we could.
You're learning with us right now at this current point in time.
we're learning. You're learning. We're all learning.
We're all learning.
So, Marcus, what did you get to ride?
A 2020 Ultra Limited CVO.
And 2020, that would have the 117, correct?
It does. It has a Milwaukee 8117 in it.
Okay. So, obviously, your standard bike right now is the KTM.
The Widow KTM.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say the Street Glide, but yes.
No.
I'm currently riding the KTM.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not as funny as thinking of a large gentleman like yourself on a small bike, like we have talked about numerous times.
Yeah.
So, going back to the CVO,
Yeah.
what, in comparison to your Street Glide,
Yeah.
the actual bike that it would compare to of yours, just riding it around town, doing day-to-day things, like going to bike night or the store,
There was
things like that.
For me, there was a long time, even after getting the Street Glide, where I was like, that bike would be too cumbersome to ride daily.
Every day.
To do your daily commute on. I think I would get used to it, and it would be perfectly fine to ride every day. It is something to get used to because that bike has an additional 150 to 250 pounds, something like that. We'll say, compared to the Street Glide.
Yeah. And you have the tour pack on the back, so it kind of puts more weight higher up.
Well, you have the tour pack. The fairing on that bike has a couple more electronics inside the fairing. We're talking probably 10 or 15 pounds there at most. But the bigger seat, the handlebars in a different location, it's got the lowers on it.
Yeah.
The engine is slightly bigger. I mean, the weight adds up where you don't even realize it's adding up at.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. But I mean, like you just said, you wouldn't have any once you get used to the weight and kind of get
correct
how the bike
functions. So riding it home to pick up Muffin, and then riding it to bike night, I was still very much getting used to it.
Yeah.
Riding it home that night, I was a lot better with it. And then the next day, getting up, riding back to work with it and stuff, I was fairly comfortable with it. I mean, still, because I got to go on a trip with it Thursday, still, if I go out and get on it, I'm going to be like, oh, this is noticeably different, the weight and stuff like that. But I'm starting to get more used to it.
Which, I mean, is fair. It's larger, like you said, larger, heavier than the Street Glide, which you're used to. But that's with anything when you get on a bike, that you're not riding on a regular basis. You know what you're comfortable with.
Right.
Are there, being a 2020, are there any features on that particular bike that you're like, oh, I really wish I had this on mine?
Yeah.
Besides heated grips.
It also had heated seat.
Oh, does it have a heated seat?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't use either one of those features. The auto lock system for saddlebags and security and stuff like that. So I don't.
That was nice.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
So it's got a key fob. The CVOs have a key fob just like your car does. Whereas
Okay.
I walk away, I can just push a button and it locks the tour pack, saddlebags, everything.
I
Really?
like
So
that.
you can't. I don't have to stick a key in to do that.
Huh. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it was really nice.
That's a nice feature. You just...
The 4 speakers
Yeah.
were really nice because the radio was a very uniform sound. I didn't feel like I just had sound coming from in front of me.
Yeah.
And although Heather did not like this, the bike was pretty quiet, which was very nice for a change to be on something like that. That was just, you could just go and not have to worry about
You could
something
actually
being
hear
loud.
you could hear the music you're listening to on the radio. That's probably why it
No.
sounds different.
Right.
with four
I
speakers.
can hear the music on the Street Glide.
No one else can.
No one else should be able to. When it comes down to it, you shouldn't be able to necessarily hear what I'm listening
Oh,
to.
I mean,
I
that's
agree.
true.
But even if I wanted to, I couldn't. If I was anywhere behind you.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
no.
I guess the real test would have been, I know it sounds weird, but putting on a podcast while going down the road and seeing how well I could hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
because that talking audio is hard to
Music,
hear.
you can kind of fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
You kind of mentally know. Like, I know this song. I know what it's going to sound like. You're trying to listen to talking.
Yeah.
That's
But it's nice. Thursday,
yeah.
I got to take it on a little bit longer road trip, but about 150-mile ride
It's
on
nice.
Thursday with it.
Kind of more in what that bike's made to do.
Yeah, and I totally
Not that that's a long distance, but
no, but I also totally use it in the way that if I had that bike,
yeah,
because I have said for a while, if I had the money, I would have like a CVO Ultra, whether it was the Road Glide or the Electric Glide version, a CVO Ultra to just tour with.
yeah,
To do those, hey, we're off for the next 3 days. Go ride, jump on that bike, and go do it. Because
yes. Something a little bit quieter, more comfortable.
Yeah.
Having all that protection around you
Yeah.
and storage capability.
so I did it with a passenger. Chelsea went with me.
Yeah.
So we rode up the interstate. We had to go to Telco, so we rode up 75 all the way to Sweetwater,
Okay.
and then came in that way. Where if I was on a street glide, I probably would have got off in Calhoun
Mm-hmm.
and come through the twisties a lot more
Yeah.
and went. But two things. One, I would have been by myself.
Yeah.
Two, I'm a lot more used to the street glide that there is noticeable weight difference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I probably could have done it on that. It definitely would have been me taking my time, number one. But anybody that lives local to East Tennessee knows what happened Thursday.
So what did happen Thursday, Marcus?
It rained
It
pretty much
rained.
all day.
We haven't had rain in
In
4 weeks,
a while.
5
Well,
weeks.
and they were calling for rain Thursday.
Yes.
Very sporadically. They were like, oh, yeah, 40% chance. And they were like, oh, no, not now. That's in 2 hours. And then it starts raining and they go, oh, no, we meant right now. Like, it was very sporadic. So, at one point in time, it said that there was like a 35% chance of rain
Yeah.
at the very moment
As
at the
raining.
dealership, and it was not raining. So I was like, and I'm looking, I can't see anything, can't really see any dark clouds. I was like, if it is raining, it's not going to be heavy rain or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I said, maybe I'll go lucky. Let's go. And even then, I looked at it and they were like, oh, well, now the rain's going to be out of here by like 12 o'clock. I was like, so we're not going to be in the rain on the way back home. Those of you local, Thursday know that the rain stayed until like 1 o'clock Friday morning.
Yep.
And it did rain. Not heavy, but it
No.
rained.
Yep. It was just kind of like a misting almost.
I got to about 33, the exit 33,
Yeah.
headed north on 75. And that's when I hit the rain. And I was like, I'm like a third of the way there. Somebody had already said, now, riding in the rain is not a big deal to me. You know that.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
ride to work.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. There's several of us that still do. But someone at the shop was like, oh, it's supposed to rain. And I was like, yeah, just because you didn't ride your motorcycle today because there's a chance of rain does not mean other people don't ride their motorcycles.
Yeah.
So when it started raining,
Especially for you having the half a mile ride to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
so when it started raining, I was like, because it was, we never gotten any heavy rain. It was,
Yeah.
it was not a light mist, but it was more than a light mist. It was enough where you needed your wipers,
Mm-hmm.
but you could have them, like if you didn't have intermittent wipers,
You'd have to.
They were too fast.
So did you turn the wipers on in the CBO?
CBO unfortunately does not have any wipers. But the only part of my body that got wet
Yeah.
on the way up, which, keep in mind, when I got off the interstate in Sweetwater, it was not raining.
Yeah.
It was dry from Sweetwater to Tellico.
Okay.
Tellico back to Sweetwater.
Which is good.
It was just the interstate where I got wet.
Okay. That's so higher speeds, straight line for the most part.
Oh,
And
it's not.
that bike feels so planted
Mm-hmm.
at speeds north of 15, 20 miles an hour plus of the speed limit.
Yeah.
So I didn't do triple digits.
No.
I did cruise. I'll admit it. I cruised at like 85, which for people, depending on where they're at in the country, to them, they're like, that's speed limit. No, the speed limit was 70 where I was at. But it just sat. And I think that extra weight, it just sits and just goes.
Yeah.
Felt very planted and went, no issues. My knees were, like I said, were the only thing that even got wet.
But that's the only part that's kind of exposed outside of that.
Yeah, my lower legs were
pods.
behind the lowers. So,
which is nice. I mean, that's nice to have.
I was literally like, if I had some sort of wind deflector that would stop the rain from hitting my knees, I could ride all day in this rain and not be wet.
Well, I think don't they have the little deflectors that can go above the pods? I think I've seen those on some bikes.
This one had like the little air wings on the lower part of the fairing.
Yeah.
But they didn't stick down low enough to stop that.
But that's not bad.
Not bad.
Getting wet when you're riding a bike in the rain is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, misting rain.
Yeah, not heavy rain.
I'm assuming if it had been standard rain,
yeah,
I probably would have been more wet.
Yeah, well.
So, I will say the other part of me that did get a little wet was the inside of my pants where, like, inside the knee.
Yeah.
Where it touches the gas tank.
Which,
a little bit of water runoff.
Yeah.
Contact.
Which makes sense. I mean, that's, you are out there exposed in the elements.
Mm-hmm.
But it was for a long trip, it was a fantastic riding motorcycle.
Well, and really for highway stuff, being planted at whatever the highway speed is plus.
Yeah.
That's comfortable, not getting blown around as much by cars and trucks that go by you or you go by them.
Well, and the other thing too is even at that, talk about highway speed plus and that area that I'm in, going 80, 85, that's the flow of traffic through there.
I was about to say, you're probably still getting passed by people.
Yeah, you could be
probably
going 85 and be getting passed by police through there. It's like, what am I doing wrong? The speed limit's 70.
Cop looks at you. Come on,
Go faster.
Get moving. You're holding up traffic.
Yeah. No, the people that hold up traffic through there is all the tractor trailers.
Yeah.
So, but it was enjoyable. So
now, are you going to be riding that bike more, or are you done with that one for now?
I'm done with that one.
Okay.
So, obviously, next Saturday, if things go as planned, I'll be doing another long ride on a Pan America. But we shall see with that too, because I might end up being on something that's not a Pan America. It just depends on what happens with our current pre-owned Pan America fleet.
Yeah. if you have any available inventory at the time.
Available that I can ride. So, I will say this about me riding the bikes from the dealership like this. They will not be new bikes. I am sorry.
Mark's like, I'm sorry too. I wish I could. That new 121.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
CPO.
I am also sorry. We do our best to keep the mileage off of new bikes.
Yeah.
For anybody working at a dealership that hears this, you probably understand that. We still let people test ride.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of,
but
you can't. It'd be hard to buy a bike without riding it.
But like, if you were coming in to buy a bike, and your salesman was going to go on the test ride with you, which they do.
Yeah.
They're instructed to get a pre-owned bike.
Yeah.
To keep miles off of new bikes.
Which, I mean, makes sense. It's a pre-owned bike. It's already got mileage on it. I mean,
yeah. There's situations where it's like, no, ride this. So we have had a couple salesmen do the test loop on new CVOs.
Oh, really?
So they could talk about new CVOs.
Well, I think that's fair.
That's
because you did that with the Sportster, the Sportster S when it came out, and the Nightster, and the Pan.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. I know Mark, I don't know how many others, has done this test loop a couple times on the Nightster. Mm-hmm. So, which is pretty interesting because there's some people at the dealership that are like, it's a small bike, no power, da-da-da-da-da-da. Mark rides a Super Duke 1290.
Yeah.
And we'll sit there and go, that Nightster is fun.
I mean,
I'm like, I'm going to take this guy's opinion. I'm not going to take the guy's opinion that rides the Lowrider S or the Ultra Classic. I'm going to take the guy that rides a Super Duke.
yeah.
Who's sitting there going, a Nightster's fun. Because that means a Nightster's probably pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, you can have a lot of fun on a Super Duke.
Yeah, but
And
me and Mark also have similar riding history,
Yeah.
similar passion about motorcycles. And
But
stuff
then again,
like
that's like us talking about the 390. Like, it's fun to ride.
Oh, it's a blast.
It's not it's not fast, but it's fun.
It's a blast.
Yeah. So
It's not a fuel blast, but it's a blast.
it's probably a good thing.
It's better than a fuel blast.
I would be curious to see how one of those Nightsters actually goes.
If we could get one traded in, I'd take one for a couple days.
Yeah, I think that would just be an interesting.
Yeah. So we do have some bikes though that I've already kind of walked around and peeked at. I haven't had the chance to have the conversation with Sean or anything like that. I mean, he's been gone.
Yeah.
Who's Sean?
Exactly.
Sean who?
Exactly. I saw him Wednesday for about an hour, probably. I saw him Thursday for about 2 hours. And then, oh no, it was Friday that I rode up to, not Thursday, sorry, Friday that I rode up to Delco. I saw him Thursday for a couple hours. But otherwise, it had literally been the previous Friday
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
that I'd seen him.
Well, he's been busy. He's had a lot of events going on.
Well, Saturday, Sunday, we had ADV training class.
Yeah.
Sunday, he came back to Chattanooga that evening. Monday, I don't know if he left Monday or Tuesday, but he went to Milwaukee Harley used to do this thing called the dealer show where dealers would get invited out to see what's coming up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
Okay.
But they did do something similar to a dealer show, but it was only owners and general managers were invited. But like, I only know a couple things that happened.
Yeah.
Because they were things that we knew beforehand they were going to happen. Like they talked to, like Sean went on stage. Yeah. Sean was invited on stage.
Oh, Lord.
And got to talk to everybody.
Oh, wow.
Answer some questions and stuff about like what we do with Pan America and our training classes and stuff like that. Because it's like we mentioned before, it's getting noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
But they had to, everyone that was there had to sign an NDA. Sean was told beforehand, like last week or whatever, they have like these little like bags that are almost like Faraday cages that like your phone goes in it and they lock it and keep your phone.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Yeah.
Look, if they've got to keep, they have things coming down the pipeline, they got to keep those things secret.
Yeah, well,
I mean-
I think they want dealers and general managers to know
Yeah.
so they can kind of build excitement.
Yeah.
But it's hard to build excitement when you can't talk about it.
Well, getting that heads up and kind of like, hey, this is what we're planning on doing. Here's kind of the time schedule.
Well, I know Sean's taste in motorcycles.
Yeah.
My taste in motorcycles, very similar riding background, stuff like that. So I got most of the information that I needed to. That was not anything that would even be objective to the NDA. Basically, he comes back and I'm like, hey, welcome back. He's like, thanks. I was like, did you have fun? And he's like, oh, yeah. I go, are you happy? And he's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, cool. That's all I needed to know. Otherwise, how did it go on stage?
Yeah. That's what we really wanted to know.
Well, that's what we had went through beforehand, me and him talking about these types of things.
Yeah.
Like getting up there talking to people. Because anybody that's seen a dealership video knows it can be difficult
Yep.
for him. He gets nervous speaking like that.
Well, most people
Most
don't like
people
speaking.
do. Yeah.
And even then, when you've seen the dealership videos, that's like take 27 that have finally got him Sean talking. So I legitimately, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Um,
But if he says it's good
He-
things, then it's good.
Yeah, he won't talk about anything about the show. The only thing he's talked to me about is what's going on with like Pan America as it relates to us with the class and stuff like that, because those were the other things that were kind of being talked to, but like talked to the entire dealer network. So,
which, I mean, makes sense. Pan America is a relatively new motorcycle for Harley.
yeah.
You know, bringing more attention to it, putting it out there, getting people on them. It's a good thing.
But like I said, so we do have some bikes at the dealership though that I know I want to spend at least a day.
Yeah. And put some miles on.
Put, you know, even if it's 20 miles.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of go through that daily routine. You start to learn some things. Surprisingly, I've never really spent the day with.
What's something here?
Like a Dyna. I've never spent the day on a Dyna.
Really?
I've never owned a Dyna.
No, that is true.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've never spent the day on a touring Softail. So like a Heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a Deluxe.
That was
There was no storage. There was no windshield. There was nothing. So like.
So something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, it'll be curious to see how those small features change how the bike rides or how you view the bike.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you just need an 883.
I need that Springer.
That is a good looking bike. We've talked about that one in there. I like it. It looks good.
It's the right color too.
I'm not going to buy it.
It's the right color too.
It is the right color. I know. I hate you.
Anyways, we do have something else we want to talk about.
Yes. Something.
So,
Load. There it is.
I know some people listen to this, like Tim Fowler and stuff like that know Chuck Lambert. If anybody else that listens to this, it's kind of in that ADV or Scrambler world, on the East Coast, probably knows Chuck Lambert as well. Or if you pay attention to any like the the ADV Pan Am forums or the Scrambler forums, you've probably seen his name. Chuck, several years ago, started a organization called Vision 13, and it's for mental health awareness, suicide prevention. Mm-hmm. And Chuck is starting a new chapter, I guess to say, with Vision 13. So he's posted something on Facebook. Daniel's going to read us what he has posted.
Do you want me to read the whole thing?
You can read it word for word.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wrote it very well.
Yeah, okay. There are a lot of very talented people out there that cannot spend thousands of dollars on motorcycles for themselves or family, but they love motorcycles and would love to join the community. My dream from the beginning of building my Chubster and where...
That's his Sportster.
That's his Sportster, okay. And where the Rooster Scooter name came from...
That's also another Sportster.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Bud Sportster Scramblers.
Okay. Was creating a homemade scrambler type competition or class, giving creative minds a place to show their talents without breaking the bank. As I'm growing older and my riding abilities are slowing down, I want to stay involved in the community I love and enjoy. I'd love to be a part of seeing more folks, especially the younger generation, getting involved, not just in riding abilities, but getting their hands dirty, actually turning wrenches and learning the joys of suck, bang, blow engineering. I'm not going to consume myself with this vision, but I'm going to pursue it and hopefully get it included in some future ADV events. I challenge my motorcycle family to get involved and help me with this endeavor. Let's have some fun. Here's my thoughts and some rules. I'm talking about street, must be a street bike, can't be an early model enduro
Or Scrambler. From the factory.
From the factory.
So if y'all want to get involved with this, let me know. And basically, I'll get you linked up with Chuck's on Facebook. So
yeah, basically your standard. It's got to be a street motorcycle.
It's got to start as a street bike.
Show
the picture they're showing.
Yeah, it's a Honda Ascot. It looks like
something like that. 500.
Yeah, that's an Ascot FT 500.
Yeah,
that's actually a good looking.
And that's like a
parallel twin. Single,
but like a little baby sport bike.
Yeah.
So, anyways, go through the rules real quick.
Okay. So, must be a street bike. Must have before and after pictures. As building pictures are a bonus. Cost spreadsheet. must run
Let's run.
and pass a safety inspection, must compete in at least one field event, and classes could be spread by CC, 50 to 350, 400 to 600, and then 700 up, in case someone brings a gold wing.
Did he say that?
Yes.
I didn't read that at the bottom.
And he says, I hope.
So
I would love an off-road gold wing. I think that'd be
I don't know if you've
That'd be
met
hilarious.
Chuck or not.
I don't believe I have.
So, Teresa's Sportster.
Yes.
That was built by Chuck.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. So the Chubster is a blue Sportster.
Okay.
And the Rooster Scoot, which he rides most of the time when he's not riding his Pan Am, is red Sportster.
Okay.
But they're...
I mean, I like that idea. I think it's, people have been doing it for a long time, building scramblers out of just street bikes, but...
Well, and it does stuff, especially when you think of like Sportsters.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, how many Sportsters are sitting in a garage, rotting away?
Yeah.
30-year-old Sportsters, because people are like, it's just an old Sportster. I've got a Street Glide or whatever. I mean, there's nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I've got a CVO. I don't know.
Yeah, there is. Let's build a scrambler out of it. Go play in the woods and
Do
act like an
something fun
idiot.
with it. Yeah. Well, why not?
So it's that for us with the whole get out and ride, have fun.
Yeah.
That's another avenue. You're resurrecting some of these motorcycles instead of letting them go to the wayside.
Yeah.
Because that Ascot is not a desired motorcycle at all.
Not at all.
But that bike that guy turned it into, people would want that.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, and I mean, look, there's a lot of cheap motorcycles on Facebook Marketplace that are street bikes, generally smaller CC.
I wonder if, I don't know.
What?
I wonder if a monkey would qualify.
He said 50 to...
Yeah, but I don't
350.
know if a monkey...
It's not made for off-road.
I don't... it's debatable.
I mean, it's not
It's
a
not.
factory enduro bike. It's a
No,
street bike that
no.
people throw knobbies on.
Yeah.
Right. It'd be questionable.
Now, if you brought like a trail...
That would be very
125,
much a gray... A monkey would be very much a gray area.
I think it fits within his...
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
was like originally like a campground motorcycle.
Yeah.
So
I think that one could squeeze by.
you could probably argue
Yeah.
a point.
Yeah, you could argue. I mean, it's a street motorcycle.
But yeah, you couldn't get by with a CT.
No.
It literally has trail in the name. Look, it's not an off-road bike. It's called a Trail 90, sir.
Trails in its name.
It's got bicycle tires. I think it's interesting and getting people out there to be involved in something. And there's a lot of people that don't wrench on their own bikes or have the ability or thought to do it, and getting the community together and helping and say, hey, we're doing this.
Well, that just sends me back down the conversation about if you ever found a KZ
yeah.
that was a decent running KZ, but it was like, oh, the tank's messed up, the forks need to get replaced, and da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not worth putting $3 or $4 grand
Into restoring it.
into restoring a bike that's going to be worth $3 or $4 grand.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's put $1 grand in it
Mm-hmm.
and make a pretty cool KZ scrambler out of
Yeah,
it.
and I'd have no problem doing that with one that's already been ratted out, as long as the engine's good and it's not...
I mean, that's realistically, with those things, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Like, Ascots, even getting up into bigger bikes like Katanas and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But, there's a bunch of those smaller CC bikes. And when it comes down to it, when you're doing it with those 70s and 80s motorcycles, essentially all you're doing is visualizing a cafe racer
With
knobbies
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
and regular bars instead of clip-ons.
Yeah. And I mean, like I was saying, you can find a lot of those bikes that are on Facebook Marketplace that have they've just been sitting for a long time, or they got someone dropped it and all the plastics are broken.
Dude, I wonder how a Virago would be as a...
Awful.
I know you're not a Virago fan.
I'm not a Virago.
But aren't they kind of torquey?
They are. The engine's not bad. They're just a pain to work on. See, I should have kept that Kawasaki 1500 Vulcan.
Oh, the Vulcan.
That would have been a perfect bike to just strip everything off of.
I think after I finally get some stuff taken care of, I'm going to have to do like a little cheap scrambler.
You wanted to.
I've wanted to for a while.
Marcus, you've got so many plans of things that you're like,
I know.
I'm looking at
So-
this, then I'm looking at that.
Chris, Garage Mayhem on Instagram the other day sent me a picture as a shifter cart with a Sportster motor.
I saw a video about that.
And I was like, I want it. And
That
he
was-
sends me a message back with, you need a new transmission, sir. I was like,
Yeah.
Good.
Sir.
Good. He's got you back.
Sir.
I was
Stay
so
focused.
sad.
That's,
So
that's priority, man.
he made me cry a little bit. It's like, you asshole.
I mean, I do love the guys that'll build the little shifter carts out of like GSXR 600 engines.
No, I think the cooler thing than a shifter cart with those is the little buggies. I can't think of what they're called.
Like
right
the sand rails or...
Yeah, but they have a different name for them. They're almost like single seaters side by sides.
Okay, yeah, I know.
They'll have like longer travel suspension. They'll only be rear wheel drive,
Yeah.
but they're basically single seaters side by sides or like overgrown go karts.
Yeah. Kind of like off-road.
Well,
go-karts.
think like the cheap, quote unquote, like the buggy go kart that they sell for kids. That's like
Yeah.
Shing Shong Shang Motor Incorporated or whatever.
Yes.
They sell them at the same places they used to sell Hyosungs. It's
That's what you need. You need to buy an old Hyosung and build a scrambler out of it.
so
Oh,
it's
God.
but it's like that branding. They sell the off road buggy and
Yeah,
stuff
for kids.
for kids. But these are where people are building them for adults.
Mm-hmm.
And there's several people that have built them that have, 600cc sport bike engines in them. I've came across several that have where guys have totaled out their Raptors and their Banshees and they put those motors in these things.
I mean, why not?
And I'm like, if I had property, that's not something I would ever have
Yeah.
without having the property to go out right into my backyard and do it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
living where we live, it's not like you can drive it out around.
Well, like,
Yeah.
if,
Well, I mean, I guess you could. I've seen a lot of cars without
Like,
tags on them.
where
Yeah.
okay, so where your house is, okay, I would have one living here if the whole ridge right there didn't have any houses on it.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
could literally drive the 100 feet up to the cul-de-sac,
Yep.
go right off the road, and literally there was,
Go.
even
Yeah,
if it was
go.
only 30 acres of just woods,
That'd be
Yeah.
fine.
just to be able to go.
Yeah.
So if I lived in a neighborhood where there was a huge
Natural area.
area that had 20, 30 acres of woods or even field or something like that,
Yeah.
That'd be different,
that
yeah.
nobody did anything with,
Yeah.
I'd be like, heck yeah.
Yeah. But
But
I don't think here,
even at my mom's house out in Appleton,
Yeah.
every bit of the property around there, you can't go right on it.
Yeah. Somebody
So-
owns it and there's a house on it.
There's either a house on it or there's cows in the field.
Don't move.
You can scare them. We can scare the cows.
So there's nowhere
You bring home dinner.
like that you can ride.
Yeah.
But East Brandon Road headed into Parker's Gap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that neighborhood that right behind True Value,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
which I think currently still only has 2 houses in the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, there's...
I think it's because they're asking way too much money for the lots. But if you live in there,
Yeah.
to the top of that mountain,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing on the top of that mountain on the Georgia side.
Yeah, that is true.
Dude, you've got to literally get almost to Ringgold before you have anything on top of that mountain.
Yeah.
And I know this because I have friends that live on Cherokee Valley Road that would go ride dirt bikes and four-wheelers
On
on top of that mountain. There's trails,
Yeah.
and the mountain is owned by people that like live through the valley and stuff. Their property line goes up on top of the mountain, but they can't even do anything up on top of that mountain.
They can't build up there. They can't.
You can't build because there's nothing up there. There's no power up there. There's no water up there. There's no sewer up there. There's no way to do septic up there.
Yeah.
I don't even think that you could
It would just roll downhill.
Well, I was going to say, I don't even think you could get permitted to do septic up there because as far as I know of, if your property line came off of Ottawa Ringgold, they're on sewer that entire length, are they not? All the way from Ringgold to...
If I recall correctly,
because
there might be some areas that aren't, but I'm pretty sure it's all on city sewer.
Yeah, a lot of it is.
But I mean, depending on how far away you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it
would be cost prohibitive. That's the.
What we're saying is for there to be houses built up there, it would be a developer that would go in and build houses.
Yeah,
up there.
and he would have to go through the entire utilities process.
Correct.
It would not be easy.
Correct, and it's in a very gray area too of who do you deal with?
Yeah,
because that's in a gray area for emergency management.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so like, Cherokee Valley Road, and then on Ottawa Ringgold, the Windstone, and then the neighborhood across from it.
Yeah.
If they have issues, they automatically also, like, they'll call out the Georgia Fire and Police and EMS.
Yeah.
But they will also automatically ring out Hamilton County right there.
That does make sense.
Well, if you looked at, say something happened in Windstone, okay? The fire department in Hamilton County is going to get there it's going to be at the entrance of the neighborhood in less than 5 minutes.
Yes. Georgia's going to take a little bit longer.
Probably about 7 or 8 minutes. Yeah. But still.
Yeah. That would be nice, though, to have a big piece of land in close proximity that you could easily just, go off and go.
Yeah, with something like that.
Yeah.
It would be different if it was like, if I was buying like a razor.
Yeah.
Because I would probably pre-plan to have a truck or something. It's like, okay, we're going to go up to Windrock or something like that.
Yeah, like the people that have those do.
Yeah.
Or even different than having like the Pan America where you can just ride to where you're going.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about having street legal off-road ability, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the prime reason I got rid of that 250 at YZF.
Because it wasn't street legal?
Because it wasn't street legal, and having to load it up into the truck every time I wanted to use it.
That's just a pain.
I just don't want to deal with it.
Well, it's definitely a pain to load it into your truck.
Yes. That's... Me and Lois took he was taking his KX up to the shop to get some work done. I took the new KZ up there to finalize some bits and pieces on it. And he's like, "You've got your trailer. Come over to my house, pick up the KZ because I don't want to load it into my truck."
Right?
Because it is a pain because it's like 47 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
We get that.
But like I drove my truck to pick up Amy's Sportster and we literally just went, whoop.
Boop.
Yeah. Your truck is fine.
Yeah.
If I had your truck, I'd load things into it all the time. My tailgate's too high off the ground. It's stock. That's the problem.
I think if I let the air out of the tires on mine, the tailgate would probably touch the ground.
Start hearing
Hey,
the
you're on a
rider
little
playing.
incline.
So.
No, I like the idea of, inspiring people to build scramblers and doing a specific event focused around that.
Yeah.
Well, even if you didn't do a specific event, there's a lot of off-road events that you can pull these people into.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's something that we've talked about in this multiple times at great length. The motorcycling community it's a large community, and they don't always communicate very well with each other.
Right. Yeah, well, it's like this past weekend, the Let's Take a Ride event up in Tellico.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There wasn't a lot of people up there.
Yeah.
But, dude, that's some of the greatest riding in the country when it comes to, like, off-road stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some places that are a lot more cooler to ride than that. But it's one of those things where it's like, dude, why not?
Yeah.
Especially if you're on an ADV, because it's like, oh, you know what? I rode the trail today. I don't feel like riding the trail. Where can I go ride today? How about the Cherahole Skyway or the Dragon?
Or any of the roads that are out there.
Yeah.
for real.
Even if they're not one of the popular ones, they're still like
They're still there.
The other back roads are also good.
Yeah. Let me ride Highway 68 all the way down into McKaysville.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah, we do. We're very fortunate to live in a part of the country that has very easy access to good, fun roads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can go 5-10 miles and find you just spend weeks going on all these roads, and then like you said, a lot of off-road riding in places like that. Right there in the mountains.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's a good time. But anyways, do you have anything that you would like to talk about or mention?
I don't believe I do. Should I?
I have no idea.
Like, I don't know.
I was like, I don't think so. You're looking at me like I had something. Did I say I was going to have something?
No. No. Oh, I didn't. I do notice the shirt that you're wearing, though.
Oh, yeah. I like this shirt. I wear this one all
So
the time.
you're wearing the Quell Motorcycle Gathering shirt.
I am.
Compliments of Ben.
Mm-hmm. Ben, thank you. I wear this shirt all the time.
What is it? The Quell Lodge and Golf Club in Carmel, California. Carmel. I'm sure y'all probably say caramel, but there's no A between the R and the M.
I'm wearing it. I can't read it.
Right.
Well, it's CAR is what?
Yeah.
Car.
MEL is what?
Male.
So Carmel.
Yeah.
But
Caramel.
that's like the people I meet that say pale male.
Pale male.
So we talk about pale males. And I'm like, you mean Paul Mall?
Pall Mall. Pale males.
Pale male.
I mean, you don't call the singer or the rapper Pale Well, do you? He's Paul Wall.
Oh, I was like, I don't know who we're talking about.
It's music, man.
I listen to music.
Yeah,
Most
so
of
do
it.
I.
Speaking of that, I think it's called the Yacht Rock Experience. Is that the name of the group?
There is a group called Yacht Rock Experience, yes.
They're coming to the Signal?
Oh, I didn't know that.
My people.
Daniel, you're a loser.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.